Sometimes you wanna hide away.
Got some shorts on US 30 right there. In a continuation, 50% range. So we see how that shit play out. Market open. Dumb. So we respected this daily gap, right? So we're on a daily. We scale down to a 30-minute. That bit played out, and we're pushing back up from that gap that's from the daily. But I still want these short ideas to come up here to fill up this gap. Alright, and then push back down. Can't lie, bias may be switched. We may come down here for some long ideas. Take out these highs here as well. We just closed above this gap, so I got disrespected. So let's just see how this play out. Oh yeah, hold on. Almost, come on. Get that shit to me, bruh. Finally, in that area, let's see how this shit, what it do. Major drawdown. Shit. And down 345. Huh? Alright then, y'all, L day for me. Y'all seen the trade. Just didn't play out my favorite. Later, it did play out in a way, right? And it shot up, but I would have been broke even. But it is what it is. I should have took the trade off the daily gap, but I could sit here and play this what if game and go through a rabbit hole of what I should have done and what I could have done better. But it is what it is. I got to carry out the rest of my day. Even though I did take a loss in the markets, right? God gave me another opportunity to win the day, to go conquer the day. All right, we're going to get 1% better. I'm going to do a recap. One of the guys that comment on one of my videos wanted me to explain about a 4-hour gap, so I have to explain that a little bit later. Roughly easy, but give you a couple examples about the 4-hour gap and then drop my skip. All right, but let's get to it. All right, is my mic on? All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, because this is my second time doing this, and I'm kind of upset, but it is what it is. Don't mind the stuff in the background. Shorty, my girl, she got to clean up. But anyways, beside the point, somebody in my last video commented down wanting me to explain what a 4-hour gap, and it's roughly, let me explain this. Let me move my eyes back in this corner. Alright, let me actually lock it again. Let me lock it because I'm doing too much. Alright, overall. So, 4-hour gap, right? What is it, 4 hour? What is it, 4-hour gap? Let me actually change that. Y'all get what I'm saying, a 4-hour gap. Alright, boom. So, I'm assuming that you guys know what fair value gaps are, and if you don't, there's many videos that on there. Actually, let me just break it down to you. Alright. So, a fair value gap is a 3 candlestick pattern. Alright, for example, this is a bullish example, meaning the price is going to go up. And it is a 3 candlestick pattern, like I said. And with the bullish example, it uses the first candle's top of its wick and then the bottom of the third candlestick, leaving a gap in between of it. Alright, that's where the name came in, fair value gap. Alright, and it uses the second candlestick's body as that. So when price is moving up, it comes fluctuated back down as a retracement, filling this gap to go long. Alright, that's basically what I trade is fair value gap fills. Okay, that's just a quick little rundown of a fair value gap. Okay, but in this case, we're going to be talking about what is a 4-hour gap. With the 4-hour gap, we are on a higher time frame. A higher time frame meaning that it takes 4 hours for one candlestick to be formed. So we never get to see that third candlestick at all. Sometimes we're able to see it when previous days or early in the week or last week, assuming in this case, we'll have those fair value gaps that we see. Okay, but just saying, if you're trading the same day and you want to find a gap, we do not see that candle. We do not see this third candlestick that's being formed to make this a natural fair value gap. All right, that's why I just call it a 4-hour gap, because remember, price is fluctuating on a 4-hour time frame, meaning that it has a gap here already. Mind you, it takes 4 hours to close, so I'm anticipating wherever price is at, say price is right here and it's fluctuating, it has a gap in between here. All this stuff right here is the gap. All right, meaning that when price comes back down on the other time frame, on the lower time frame, it is filling something. So when it comes back on top of this wick and it pushes back down, that is a 4-hour gap. And then with that 10 o'clock push, then you're able to catch the manipulation of the 4-hour candle. All right, that's why I only traded during New York. I don't know how other time frames are, because I understand that at 10 o'clock this new candle is being formed, and I'll be able to catch the manipulation and push it into their direction. All right, so once I do make that gap and it never comes back down again, I know later in the week price can come down here later on the 4-hour, respect it, and then go back up. All right, that is a 4-hour gap. You're anticipating the third candlestick of the fair value gap naturally. Okay, so let's go into these higher time frames and let's knock it out. Let's see it. All right, to start on the daily to get my bias. So the bias right now is bullish because that Friday, actually let's do a different day. Okay, so yes, that Monday had closed out bullish, meaning that this trading day on Tuesday I'm looking for some type of long. So I scaled until 4-hour, right? And do I see any gaps? All right, you guys can see in this area right here that's circled. Actually, let me actually highlight it in the gray. Right, you guys see this fair value gap 1, 2, 3. You see how price came in down and then retraced back up into it? That would be considered a 4-hour gap. All right, so with me, I like to mark that out to see if it will be getting respected again. All right, you can use that as a 4-hour gap in order to take these longs to match up your bias. All right, or if you want to be able to take out these lows down here, you can use where price is at right now, because it's 1, 2, and anticipating this third candlestick going down. All right, you can use this as a 4-hour gap as well if it lines up with your bias. All right, and you need multiple confluences adding up. In this case, I'm gonna take this 4-hour for a short. Yes, I am bullish because yesterday closed out bullish, but I will have multiple confluence adding up. But I'm gonna just click through. Price respected it. Oh, probably respected it as a 4-hour gap. Came back down to take out these lows. Boom, a 4-hour gap. Yesterday closed out bearish, so we're looking for some type of shorts on the Wednesday. So we scale down to a 4-hour. Let's see if we see any 4-hour gaps. You see how price was right here, 1, 2, 3. This was a gap right here that you probably could have seen for price to push up. Let's see if price pushed up out of this gap. Probably would have caught your trade ski. Literally like that. Bow. Caught your trade off of that. Boom. If you missed that trade, let's say we go right here, 4-hour gap. Alright. You can throw a fib tool in there to add up. Okay, we got a fib tool with the continuation of a 0.382 with the 50% range protecting it. Alright. Let's say we take a trade here. Mind you, this is just 2 confluences adding on top of it. I don't trade the 4-hour, but this is just me explaining the 4-hour. Alright, you push up. Prices respect this area. Boom. Never stomp me out. Doesn't respond me out. Boom. And then boom. It just, on a lower time frame, you probably would have seen multiple things in order to get in. Alright, you got that 4-hour gap with another fair value. You got multiple shit going on, gang, that you're able to use this 4-hour gap. I'm going to show you an example again. Mind you, like I said, like I'm going to keep repeating myself. Only one confluence is I'm using to show you the example of a 4-hour gap. Perfect example. Alright, on a daily, we closed out bullish. Alright, and we have this gap right here on the daily. We can also keep that in mind that later down the road or later in the weeks that we have to fill in this gap on the daily. Let's get down to a 4-hour. Bet. Let's see where this at. We have this 4-hour gap. Okay. Side of things, you think price really gonna be pushing down? Let's see how many points. Down 200 points is reasonable. All right. You can use this as a 4-hour gap here as well. You can look to the left because let's see what's going on. Wait, hold on. We just filled in this gap right here that it respected and came back down. Alright, use this as a 4-hour gap. Scale down to the 30-minute. See multiple other confluences. This is probably a news candle. Yes, it's at 8:30. So these are obviously some data highs that we may want to go grab with the 4-hour gap. Let's see how price is playing out. Let's go to a 4-hour so you guys can see this is getting respected. Okay. Price is pushing up. Oh, wait. Didn't get respected. That 4-hour gap didn't get respected. Alright. Later down the day, let's see if we get respected. And then you see how it just pushes up. It just uses that third candlestick as anticipation to go up, to take out these highs. Bada bing, bada boo. And it's all about precision. It's all about when you want to enter. It's multiple confluences adding on top of each other, because you can even scale down to 15-minute because they pair up with each other. Alright, and fuck around and have a fib tool. Alright, have a fib tool to here. See where at. Okay, bet we're in the premium, we're in the discount area. Oh shoot, we have a gap right here that we can respect. boom, respects it, pushed up, but you also have a 4-hour gap. You got other stuff to do with the 4-hour gap, and that's why I love the 4-hour gap. All right, I know I talked a little bit fast, but that is a 4-hour gap. That's the second time I'm recording that. It was crazy, but I feel like this one was more informational about a 4-hour gap, and that's only one confluence out of 4 that I use. And if y'all want to see all the confluences that I use, I may just make a series. I really don't know, but I just trade on a higher time frame, fair value gap fills, and I use different fair value gaps on a higher time frame in order to catch the lower time frame, which is on the 30-minute for me, in order to catch my wolves. All right, but that's just a little rundown. If you don't get what I'm saying, just go watch that again. All right, a 4-hour gap, you're basically anticipating the third candlestick. All right, and it's basically ICT concepts that I do use. I know that's bread and butter, and if that holds, man, that bit is going to ride. No diddy. But yeah, I'm telling you, bro, you just need to keep things simple, right? That 4 confluence I have, I don't need to have 1,000, right? And once I do set a trade on, man, I really set and forget, and I really respect the risk. That's all I have to do. I have to respect this game, because you got to understand the game will give and the game will take. And this is a long journey, and I understand that every loss that I take is really lessons in order to help me become the trader that I need to be. All right, that sometimes you do need them losses in order to shape you and to really hit you in your mouth to really understand that this is not no game. All right, this is real life in the markets. You got to understand that this is going to give you that freedom that you desire and that what you want, but you have to stay the course. You have to love the journey. You have to respect everything that comes with it, because you're all in with no guarantees. Trading don't have to give you anything, not one bit. But the minute you continue to show up, the minute you add a brick every single day, the minute you do the little things in order to do what you need to do, follow your system, etc., bro, it's gonna pay you out. The results were there. Build you a system, right? Have that better mindset. Forget the strategy, because I'm telling you, bro, strategy is only 5%. The rest is mindset and how you are as a person. The minute you start to be numb to certain things, and the minute you start caring about the money, right, bro, that's when it starts to come to you. Right, and I understand that it's money tight for me right now, but I don't really worry about it. I got me a payout a couple of days ago, and it helped me with things, but I want more. I know I'm coming with more, and that payout was just me just being nonchalant and me following my rules, me doing the same thing, me being bored of the system, but that's what paid me out. And before that, me blowing my accounts before, bro, I wanted to get the money fast. I wanted to chase the adrenaline. I wanted to chase the bread, and that's the reason why I lost. So, that's just me. But overall, bro, we chasing another one. All right, I'm not gonna let this loss determine anything or take me out the game, because I still have the rest of the account to do what I need to do. Still need to pass the account, and it's 2 accounts, so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, make sure y'all take care of yourself and your mental. I hope that your mental is doing good, because I understand as a trader, bro, it takes a toll. And you gonna shed tears, and it's gonna beat you up, and you got nobody to talk to. And at the end of the day, if you need anybody to talk to, join the Discord, DM me, follow me on Instagram, DM me. We can sit in and talk about it, because I remember when I used to be at my lowest, just crying and wanted somebody to talk to me about it. Nobody really knows what you're going through. Only other traders do. But besides that, make sure you guys keep God first. Remember, He is the foundation of life in general. It don't matter what you do. If you don't include Him in it, it will fall one day. It may not be that year, may not be the next year, but eventually it will fall, because you're building your foundation on sand. And when that storm comes, get gone. But anyways, I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed. I love y'all.